Good morning, everybody. We are just coming on 6 a.m. here Monday morning. Welcome to the OPEX week. Uh, Again, absolutely no economic data at all whatsoever for the entire day today. So, keeping that in mind, there should be very little for a catalyst to the downside, even though, like we said there on Friday, and the prior Friday, markets don't bottom on Fridays. But having shared with you what we already looked at, the SPX, look here at the 1 minute, I'm on the VIX. We put in our low on Friday at 9:32 in the morning. So therefore, I'm giving this a little bit of a benefit of the doubt that we have actually come to a part where the bottom has been placed. Looking over at futures, we did get a little bit lower overnight, but didn't take out Friday's low. All right, over on the ES. But I will have you notice this white bar being my 5 day moving average. We've come up overnight to the 5 day moving average and rejected down off of it. Nothing has gotten to extreme overbought. Nothing was extreme oversold. So what we're kind of looking for is a little bit of a chop fest, just a choppy, not going down, but not exploding to the upside kind of day. So I'll bring you back over here onto the VIX. Again, with the VIX, a little bit of a gap up overnight, boom, come down, and we are chopping right around that 1542. Now, wider view, again, that 1451, and then we've got the gap below that, obviously. A break below 1451 for me would encourage it that the bulls now have control and we've got a little bit of upward momentum that could possibly be taking place as it is OPEX week. Again, being on the SPX, I'll share with you a drawing on the chart, but essentially I'm expecting that during the course of this week, we're going to be making ourselves back to around that 45.25 area. Should we get a close above 45.25, more importantly, above 45.45, there's a small chance that this dip is completed. So we keep that in mind, but that's what we're looking for as we're heading into this week. Uh, well, I'll start you here because that's what's next. Tesla. Tesla making new lows over here overnight. I don't know what the news is. I don't care what the news is. But we do have this gap that's unfilled from way back here, back in June 8th. We're just here on the June low, the June 26th low is where we're at right now. So I'm not looking at this as being a bullish catalyst to be buying calls to the upside, but I'm definitely not looking to get short on this because you're getting a little bit overextended to the downside, and it's pretty obvious that you can see it right there. I'll bring you again here just on some of the names that we've been working with. Amazon, again, Amazon, it was a great trade with the August 25s. Didn't quite get 100%, but did do quite well. Now, because we are looking for that little bit of a bounce, I would obviously be expecting to see or Amazon also be part of that bounce. So a re-entry into this, I'd be expecting to see something above the 142.50 up to that 143 area that we saw. And I wouldn't go with August 25s. I would move out into September 1s. Google, detailed view that you're looking at here on Google. Since that earnings pop, Google absolutely refuses to drop below this 130 area. So again, Google kind of off the trade list for now. But again, you do have a good catalyst for it not breaking above 133 for those that want to get into spreads. But yeah, you're still looking at Google trading around that 132, 133 area. Again, because everybody wants to know, we'll go with Apple. Apple, big sell down off of the earnings. Again, hard 178 bottom there. Not looking for any kind of very bullish catalyst to be bringing this back up above 181, but I am not looking for Apple to be sinking down below 178. So that's what you've got there with your Apple for the week, that is. Microsoft as well. Since earnings, just been sliding. Actually, earnings is here. This was prior to earnings. Been sliding greater than 10% down from the all time highs that it created back here in June. Again, being over here where it is down around this 320 area, not expecting to see a major catalyst to send Microsoft lower. I would be looking for a little bit of a flutter float back up, possibly up to this 330 area. Nothing significant, but showing it as it's an impact on these indexes QQQ and SPY that we're trading. Here we are looking at move the notification, NVIDIA, Ponzi scheme. Won't stop saying it's a Ponzi scheme until it's actually revealed that it is a Ponzi scheme. Almost got down to 400. Still nothing exciting that I would say go and get short with. Big gap from last year or last quarter's earnings. Little gap over here coming back to the June lows back on June 27th. I don't think that you're going to get NVIDIA down to 400. Obviously, the catalyst that it is as far as a weight portion goes on the QQQ and the SPX. A flutter back up to 320, maybe to 432. And you also have your reasons why you're going to be getting your SPY up into that 450 area, 451. QQQ 368 gap never filled on Friday. So here we are overnight. I have absolutely no idea what took place here at midnight. Or, sorry, this isn't midnight. This is showing midnight and then over here 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So 5-day, 15-minute. Again, here's your QQQ over the 5-day period. The site, the area I'm looking for as we go into this week is something around here in this 373 area. 5-day moving average, obviously going to be your problem for resistance. Easiest way to break this is to gap up above it. So looking at this as being the top for the time being, which will be no 370 until we get moving. If you hear and SPY, real quick, SPY, same thing. You got your gap up that's taking place here overnight. Obviously, that 443 would be much better to see filled down below 443 if we can get it. Don't think that we're going to be breaking that 5-day moving average once again. So 447 is max top that you're looking at for now. 448, 450, 451, best case scenario as we go into the end of this week. So on the SPX, again, sticking with what we've got, 45.27, the big high that we had there on CPI, and then the sell down off of it. The worst plus 1% trading session since going back there to March, also comparing it back there in November. On both of those occurrences where we hit 1% and sold off significantly, we bottomed the day after or 2 days after on both of those events. So keeping that in mind, not looking for a lot of downside. If we are to get any downside at all below Friday's lows, and we'll move on into the top. So again, anybody needs anything, send me any messages. August, only 140 point range. I'll share with you my views as to where I'm expecting after this week with NVIDIA and Jackson Hole all week long as we move through until it's proven otherwise. Have a great day. Have a great morning. See you in the chat room.